Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for our first presentation of the Congress, addressing the quality of data at scale in enterprises and looking at how to apply observability to your data pipelines. I'd like to call to the stage in a minute the Regional Sales Director for the Meta region for Acceldata Middle East, a man with more than 24 years' experience at blue-chip tech firms. He's also a leader in the field of data analytics. Please give a very warm welcome to Prashant Tewari.
Very good morning to all of you. Am I audible at the back?
No.
Oh, nice. Is it back now? All right. I thought I'm dressed up like Robocop, so maybe it'll work, but it hasn't, so all right. Good morning. And my name's Prashant Tewari. I look after the Acceldata business for this region. I'll not keep this for very long, keep it nice and tight. Acceldata is a company that's into an area called data observability. Here to talk about that.
Modern enterprises collect and process more data than ever before. They use data to generate insights about customers and operations, as well as to optimize prices, product strategy, and supply chains. The world's most advanced companies know their business and data strategies must be tightly aligned. Although it may seem obvious that modern businesses need data to thrive, it certainly isn't easy to make data-driven business success happen. Only the biggest, most sophisticated companies have the resources and expertise to build industry-leading data management and monitoring tools, infrastructure, and processes that serve as the foundation for successful data strategies. Most enterprises struggle mightily with data initiatives. They rely on inadequate application performance monitoring, or APM tools, that weren't designed for modern data applications and don't effectively identify and resolve issues in complex interconnected data systems. It's no surprise that the majority of companies consistently fail to achieve projected ROI on their data investments. It's time for that to change with Acceldata. Acceldata's data observability platform gives enterprises a comprehensive, cross-sectional visibility into the complex modern data stack across hybrid data lakes and warehouses. We deliver a single pane of glass that synthesizes signals to predict, identify, and fix critical issues across every stage of the enterprise data journey. We observe data pipelines, validate data quality, provide deep computational insights, and ensure reliable data operations. Acceldata enables enterprises to measure what matters most and provide visibility to redesign, re-implement, and tune data pipelines and applications to deliver on their business objectives. We improve operations and support self-sufficiency. We reduce infrastructure requirements and costs, increase employee productivity, and help teams focus their efforts on delivering business success. Acceldata enables organizations to successfully adopt new technology, measure success, and transform into data-driven enterprises that generate outsized ROIs. Acceldata accelerates data success.
All right. So I think you've got a good look at what we do. The idea of this presentation is just to give you a very quick high-level overview of what Acceldata does in the realm of data observability. One of the common themes that we keep seeing across most data organizations is that you've got all the tools in place. You've gone and bought all the guys who are standing outside with their stalls. But are you able to effectively run it within your own enterprise? You have challenges with skill. You have challenges with SLAs and SLOs. You also get into the trap of buying too much too soon. There's also the open source conundrum. Do we use open source tools, or do we go with branded or cloud-ready tools in that sense? That's where we see a lot of organizations failing or spending too much on their data journey. And we're here to change that. What do we provide as an organization? So as an organization, our core mission statement is to go out and give absolute visibility across the entire data grid. So with us, you'll get to see all parts of your data and analytics platform. The second thing is proactive management, so that you don't have to sit and worry about what's happening with your warehouse. Where are my pipelines choking? Self-healing, taking care of mundane issues without having to sit down and assign people and operators for accomplishing certain tasks. Making sure that you don't spend too much on hardware and software, and also if incidents occur, you don't need to bring people in over the weekend to apply patches and fixes. So broadly, we're trying to help you as an enterprise run with a solution that can take care of pretty much every data and analytics platform. So we're here to provide that. And we're probably the first in class to provide this capability. We're not an APM provider in the sense that we are not heavily focused on the infrastructure space. Our focus is on the data and analytics component of your organization. A little bit about our company. Acceldata is a young 4-year-old organization founded by the folks from Hortonworks and Cloudera with the objective of providing observability across all levels of data. We're inching close to 200 people since the last year or so, and the reason is we're strongly backed by plenty of our clients. We've got clients all across Asia Pacific, the Middle East, as well as the US. We're growing at a very rapid pace, as young organizations do. Most of our clients come from banking, telecom, as well as from the new age cloud-driven technologies. We're providing observability across different parts of your data platform. So whether it's your big data engine, whether it's your data pipelines, as well as a new field called cost exploration, and I'll talk to you a little bit about it. We're also here to make sure that you save on those dollars that you have. Now, we've got some use cases, and I know this chart is a bit busy, so I'll just go over the high level. We have some use cases that lend themselves to data and analytics in a big way. First one is to do with workload monitoring. Now, if you have an environment where there's big data, a data warehouse or a cloud warehouse, an on-prem data pipeline, which is driven through your ETLs and CDC engines, you don't want to sit and hire 20 operators. You don't want to hire an expensive system integrator who's going to tell you to buy an APM tool and then start using that. That's a multi-million-dollar bill. Unfortunately, that's what most organizations are doing today. So if you have a lot of data in-house today, or even on the cloud, you've hired somebody paying $1 million plus just to make sure that the thing works properly for you. If you're in a regulated industry and you can't go to cloud for whatever reason, you again have the similar problem. So we're here to solve that through our tools. The second area is resource and cost monitoring. It's fabulous to buy the new tools, to go on either a cloud-based engine or an on-premise engine, but ever so often you don't do a TCO calculation. So some of the common areas where most people get stuck is, the first one is egress. Almost every client that I know has massive bills coming in the second quarter after they bought that great cloud data warehouse, because they have not bothered to check what's the cost of egress. So when marketing, or when my risk team, or if my compliance team comes in and starts downloading data, there's your $100,000 or $1 million bill, thanks to the licensing policies which you haven't bothered to check. So that's the second area that we're going to help you with. We're going to make sure that you have a 3-year view into your entire data engine before you actually sign up and deploy it. Third area is to do with data reliability. And reliability is not to be mixed with ETL, CDC. Reliability is basically having the confidence and putting your hand on your heart and handing over data to business before you actually start letting them do things with it. So you might have the best AI tool, but if it doesn't get the accurate data from your backend, it's worthless. And we're here to make sure that your data quality metrics are achieved, as well as making sure that all your reliability constraints are taken care of. So sources as well as quality metrics are taken care of through these tools. The fourth area has to do with data pipeline visibility. Now, tools like Apache Airflow or many other of the popular ETL engines start giving you plenty of creation of plenty of data pipelines. The cloud is creating an absolute mess when it comes to this. And if you're a user who's inching towards the 50 plus terabyte mark, I'm pretty sure you have a huge problem there already with being able to monitor your data pipeline. This is not to be confused with your ETL platform. That's one of the sources that we target, but data pipelines typically create a problem from a management point of view. And then you need to bring in that expensive system integrator resource to clean up your pipeline. The final area is to do with automated actions. So why sit down and really have expensive resources do mundane activities when you could have rules doing them for you? So we have the capability through AI ML to take care of those activities. And that's where these are some of the popular use cases that we target with our platform. Now, there are some core objectives that we've lined up as part of our organization. These are areas we are heavily focused on. The first being performance, making sure that everything that you're running is rock solid, and you get a root cause analysis if something breaks. Second area is to do with quality and reliability. Every portion of your data that you have is solid, and it goes to business only if you can put your hand on your heart and say, yes, it's passed my quality metrics, and there is no drift, either in terms of data or schema. No one's made changes to my data before it's gone for a marketing report. Third, and very importantly, cost. We are absolutely laser focused on this area because as Acceldata, we do feel that there are certain engines which could do with a lot of cost optimization. That cost optimization is not just a blind calculation, but it's based on the metrics that we pull from performance and reliability. And there, I'm going to talk about one of those tools which we built an optimizer for. As an organization, we tend to work with popular and modern data platforms. We're not looking back at legacy, but most of the popular data platforms are covered as far as our solution is concerned. Pulse. Pulse is our flagship and is our observability platform, largely focused towards big data. And with Pulse, you get a deep insight into exactly how your big data platform is running. This helps you predict what's going to happen going forward, and also gives you a view in your infrastructure. So if you're running a very large number of nodes, Pulse can do the algorithmic calculation and tell you whether you need to right-size your entire infrastructure. There's also a lot of scheduling optimization that it does. So it plans the upgrade for you and makes life easy for you when you've got that big Cloudera, Hortonworks, or Apache open source upgrade coming. We've also got a few things in there in terms of integration to quality. Some of the clients where we've seen this being a runaway success are up here in those charts. I'll spend time on one of them. That's a company founded jointly with Walmart called PhonePe. PhonePe is probably one of the world's largest payment provider companies. What we've done with them is we've managed to stop their breakage in terms of the infrastructure completely going down with severity 1 issues. We've also helped them reduce their software spend by $5 million a year. And we've also helped them scale their data 13 times with the same infrastructure. So more with the same, and also reduced software spend for them. These are published case studies with us, and we're very soon going to announce a bank in Dubai with whom we've done the same. The other goodie that we bring in is on the Kafka platform. Now, this is another very, very important platform specifically for users who are bringing in near real-time use cases for business. So whether it's retail, telcos, new age companies, all of them end up using Kafka or the branded solution for Kafka for managing their environment. And what we do there is similar to what we do for big data. We make sure that the integration with Zookeeper and Kafka is very tight, and we optimize the platform. So your vendor can't come and tell you, you need to go on the cloud. You can challenge him or her and say, no, I don't need to. Also, you need to buy more nodes. We'll give you a solution that will help you push that discussion back as well. So that's something we've got in place as well. And one of the world's largest ad tech companies, PubMatic, has seen tremendous success using our platform for the entire Kafka deployment that they've got. We've actually managed to consolidate most of their clusters with the use of our platform. A big goodie from us is the whole implementation ends, the installation in a week, and the benefits start to come in the second week. So in 15 days' time, you're up and running with a world-class data observability platform. And after that, either you take over, your assigned partner takes over, or we can take over with your permission to manage and run your entire environment. So it's a very quick platform. New innovation that we brought in. There are certain platforms. There's Snowflake, there's Databricks, there's Amazon Redshift. These are all very popular data warehouse platforms, and Cloudera for big data as well, and Confluent for Kafka. We're bringing in cost-to-value optimization for all your customers. So if there are clients today where we feel that you want to embark on the project, but you're a little bit skeptical about what cost impact you're going to have when you start the implementation, we're here to help you with that. In the realm of data observability, we'll go across your entire platform for all of these engines and come back to you and tell you how you've deployed the tool, what are some of the data pipelines, and root cause analysis if you have quality issues, plus cost. We'll make sure that you have detailed views into what kind of money you're likely to spend and you are spending today on these platforms. So we're bringing in, over the next 3 to 6 months, multiple cost optimizers. I believe I'm covering the part which I should be sharing. So Snowflake, Amazon Redshift, and many other cost optimizers are going to be coming into the market. And this is going to be a fantastic opportunity for clients to right-size their environment. I'm not painting any of them as the villain here, but you really need to make sure you've got this patted down before you go in for any of your implementations. A quick look at the reliability side of things. So we have an engine called Torch, and as the name goes, it shines a light on your entire data reliability. It tells you what's going on inside of your data pipelines. It's targeted towards people who maintain and manage data on an ongoing basis from different sources. We've made the tool easier to deploy through a web crawler interface. So it goes in, it creates and goes across all your data sources and gives you a view into your metadata, tells you if there's data or schema drift so that nobody who's unauthorized can touch or tamper with your data. It also integrates with the Pulse solution from an observability point of view, so it tells you exactly what's going wrong when it comes to your data pipelines. As an architecture, as I mentioned earlier, it's based on web crawlers, so it becomes a lot easier from a deployment point of view. This solution is a solution that's based on use cases. So we pick popular use cases that you could use. If one of the major things for you is to gain access and visibility into your engines, this will give you that visibility inside of 2 weeks. If you want to look at comprehensive data quality metrics, we help you build those data quality metrics for you. So we pick a couple of use cases, and there you go. It's quick and easy to deploy. This is a sample implementation. Within 2 to 3 weeks, the implementation's over because we've made sure that the tool is easy for you. No multi-year, multi-million-dollar project for you to implement in terms of quality. What we've got different for us, we make sure that time is respected and the money that you're putting on the table is respected. So we'll make sure the implementation is done fast because we've tailored our service offerings to be MVP style. So we make sure that you're getting a delivery in less than a month and at a fraction of the cost that most other vendors would be. What makes us different? We've delivered these solutions for some of the world's leading banks, also banks and telcos in our region. We have established partnerships with leading vendors in our regions to help you with implementation of my platform. And also, making sure that you save money. We are not just giving you a tool and moving away, we're saving you a lot of money, and that's one of the stated objectives of our platform. And the final component is, with the help of this platform, you and your data teams can stop focusing on problems and start focusing on use cases, which is what you should be doing in the first place to grow revenue or manage compliance or roll out marketing programs. So that's what makes us different. That's the pitch I have for today. Happy to take any questions if you've got time for questions.